Hey guys, so welcome to my very first ever DIY, and I wanted this DIY to be very simple and very beginner friendly, something you can easily replicate at home. So we're gonna be using a base cream, and a base cream, like I told you, is the foundation of your skin tightening cream. And the base cream I'm using today is this one. This is the Amara body lotion with cocoa butter, this one right here, and on the back it has very nice ingredients. Like, I've gone through those ingredients, and trust me, it was very hard to narrow down to this one, because most of the good brands I like Nivea or St. Ivy's, most of those good brands, they all had a carbomer in their ingredients, and a carbomer will make everything you're putting inside here, will make your lotion to start separating. And the last thing you want is to have to be shaking up your lotion every time because it has separated. So this one, I'll put the ingredients on the screen so you can see them. I'll put the ingredients on the screen somewhere here so you can see what ingredients are here. I only have an issue with only one ingredient, which is the preservative. It's a bit controversial, but it's allowed in cosmetic formulations. But that's the only thing. Otherwise, it has no parabens at all. Anyway, basically, guys, this one is a good, if you're in Kenya, look for this one. It's very good. And it's what I have here, right here. Look at the texture, guys. It has a very nice yummy texture. I know the camera makes it look like it's white, but it has a creamy beige formula. It's kind of like a pale yellow. It's very nice, and it has this smell of cocoa butter. By the way, it just smells so good. If you're buying your base cream from Amazon, these are the best two brands I would recommend from Amazon. We have this one by Sunfood, and then I have this one by Puracy Organic Hand and Body Lotion. This one is basically an organic lotion. It has no fragrance, and it has a whole bunch of very organic ingredients, and it's very good, guys. I have used it before and I love it. It doesn't have any harmful ingredients in it. It doesn't have any parabens. It's a nice solid base lotion, and I'll put the link to this one down below. But if it's the best one from Amazon, guys, and I actually want to buy this one again, is this one, the Sunfood Old Fashioned Peppermint Lotion. Actually, this one, why I like it, guys, is because of one main reason. This one has DMSO of 25%, guys. That's a high amount. And then it also has MSM, not only MSM, Opti-MSM of 12%. Now, guys, I already told you DMSO is very good for enhancing the absorption of these active ingredients, the kojic acid and everything, to enhance the absorption of these active ingredients into your skin. So I highly recommend this one, guys. In fact, I'm gonna be buying one and doing a DIY with it in another video. But of course, you know, with us here in Kenya, shipping takes time, so that will be like about 2 months, somewhere around there. But if you're in the US, I highly recommend this one, guys. DMSO, the DMSO content in here will make sure this absorbed very fast into your skin, which means you're going to get your skin lighter faster. And alternatively, the best solution, if you don't want to use this one, the best solution would be to use DMSO itself. Here is DMSO, and this one is pure DMSO, pharmaceutical grade DMSO. Now, I normally don't like putting DMSO in a cream where I'm using a base lotion that I haven't made myself. Even though I'm saying it has very good ingredients, these three of them, I still have issues with trust. I have trust issues, guys. I really have serious trust issues, because I can't know exactly what they put in their base lotions, because at times companies don't put everything in the ingredients. They don't put everything in the label. That's what I mean. At times they leave out some ingredients to make sure that this formula cannot be imitated. Some companies do that. So since I cannot be sure, I never put DMSO. I would never put DMSO into a lotion, into a skin lightening lotion, unless I know the ingredients that are there, and unless I have made the base lotion or the base cream myself. But anyway guys, basically if you are looking for a beginner friendly way, these 3 base lotions are what I recommend, these 3. And today, like I'm saying, I'm using this one. This one I still have a lot of it left inside here. I'll show you guys. It's just a white, the camera is not showing, but I have a lot of it left inside here. I think I used only up to this amount. So I still have quite, you can see why it's up to here. I have all these to go. So I'll be using it in another DIY whatever video, but for now anyway, let's focus. Now that's a base lotion, right? Then we have a glycerin over here. This is a pure vegetable glycerin, which I have already measured out over here. And guys, I'll be putting the grams of each in the measurement. I'll put the measurement of each and every ingredient on the screen. So this is a pure vegetable glycerin, and you can see it's just a clear liquid. And here is the glycerin that I use. This one is from Josie natural vegetable glycerin. You can get it anywhere from any local supermarket, but just use any vegetable glycerin that you can get, right? Then over here we need an oil. I put the oil here because I need to dissolve the kojic acid, depalmate it. Okay, it's here, kojic acid depalmated. This one cannot be dissolved in water, and so because I wanted to dissolve it separately, I have the oil over here. So there is it's already measured out, just like almost like a clear liquid. So there is our sweet almond oil, and I prefer this brand, guys. If you're gonna buy sweet almond oil, buy from this brand called Aqua Oleum. This one, they honestly have the best sweet almond oil in my opinion. I have tried the almond oil from the brand called Now, and honestly I just didn't like it as much as I like this one. So there it is. Then here we have some vitamin E oil. This is what I have measured out here, this small amount, just to act as an extra preservative and to avoid the cream from changing color. Kojic acid, which I'm gonna use today, it is kojic acid at times tends to oxidize. It tends to change the color of the cream. Like one day you wake up and you open your cream, it's no longer this kind of color. It becomes like brownish, like this container. It can happen. So to prevent the issue of getting discoloration, we use vitamin E to kind of make the kojic acid become more stable. Vitamin E is there. Then over here we have vitamin C, which I'll be adding on as well, ascorbic acid, vitamin C, and this one is pure vitamin C. In the price here, I'll put the prices in the list down below. So this is basically pure vitamin C, which you're gonna be using. Then over here I have a preservative, because I'm making a large amount of cream and I'm mixing up many things. Just to be sure, I'm going to go ahead and put a small amount of preservative, and also because this one is going to be lasting me for almost like 1 month. It's quite a big amount of body lotion, so I am going to be putting this preservative. At times people will tell you if you're putting vitamin E and you're using a lotion or a cream for 2 weeks, you're good to go, which is true, which is okay. But for mine, just to be on the safe side, because I'm adding water here. Over here I have water which I will use to dissolve the vitamin C and to dissolve the glutathione. So because I'm using some water and I'm using glycerin and I'm using a whole bunch of different ingredients, many of them, I felt it's better to be safer than sorry. So these ingredients are expensive. So I'm like, I don't want to waste my cream when it goes bad and begins to grow mold. So I'm going to put a small amount of preservative. Okay, what else? Then over here I have my essential oils. I have the mango essential oil, which, guys, whew, I love the smell of this one. And the sweet orange one, even better. So I couldn't make a choice between these two. So I'm going to put a few drops, like 2 drops of this one and 2 drops of this one. Now, mind you, this lotion itself, it already has its own fragrance of cocoa butter, but I'm just like being extra, and also essential oils also have extra benefits to them. Like the sweet orange essential oil, it has antibacterial properties, and also it has skin brightening properties as well. That is why I'm including them as well, and to act as an extra layer of preservative. So now let's begin with the mixing. This, guys, is gonna be a very simple and short video. The intro was long, but the preparation here, guys, will take you not more than 10 minutes. All this what I'm doing right here, only because I'm talking on camera, but this one normally takes me not more than 10 minutes to mix up everything I have here, because it's just simply just doing mixing. You're not making this base lotion from scratch. You're basically just you already have a ready-made base lotion. All you're gonna do is just to mix everything up. And guys, I also forgot to mention, you need to make sure the working surface you're working on is very clean. And over here I have rubbing alcohol in this small container. Now it comes in a bigger bottle like this one, and I put it in this one so that I can easily spray everything. I actually even sprayed the walls. By the way, just be sure all these surfaces, all this everywhere, I sprayed it with this one, and then I took clean cloth and wiped everything. So you have to make sure, guys, everything is in sanitary conditions. Let me tell you, there's no amount of preservative that will save you from getting a bacterial infection if you already have the bacteria in the cream. Like if you're before you get to the stage of putting on the preservative and you've already put in bacteria in your cream, it won't help you. So you have to make sure everything is completely sanitized. And also, even for me, as I'm touching the camera, as I'm talking to you guys, if I have to rotate the camera in a different angle, I have to spray my hand with this one. Or if I touch my phone, I have to come back, spray my hands and rub them together and wipe with a cloth. The same thing I did with this bowl here. With everything, guys, everything is sanitized. Let me overemphasize on that one, guys, because if you don't have a sanitary conditions in your workplace, in your space where you're doing the cream making, trust me, your cream is gonna grow mold and it's gonna grow bacteria. And bacteria is not something you can see with your own bare naked eyes. Guys, I can't overemphasize enough. You have to make sure everything is clean. And also, I forgot to show you guys, I have my notebook over here. This is a book where I normally put I write down my formulas and the percentages and everything. So this is where I normally put everything that I'm working on, and I'm able to do these measurements and follow along. Like I said, guys, there's a video coming up on how to do the measurements, but I'll put the measurements of everything I'm talking about on the screen, and also in the link, and also down below in the description box. Okay, now because I cut this book, I have again to go in with my rubbing alcohol. Let me just show you guys. You just spritz and spritz, and just rub like this. Then I get a towel and I wipe myself. Alright, guys, so it's also important to make sure you always do that. It's very important. Okay, now let's just get into the mixture, because this video is gonna be it's beginning to be long than it should be. So here we have our base cream, right? We just put this base cream into this container. Let me put it from this side. So basically, just put in your base cream, pour it out, all of it, and make sure you get out everything, because the measurements have to be as accurate as can be. So I'm trying to make sure I get everything out. Now some guys prefer also using a face mask in addition to using the gloves, but because I'm talking to you guys, I can't put a face mask and talk at the same time, can I? Okay, so there's our base cream inside there. Now what you're gonna do is now to prepare the what do you call it, to prepare the kojic acid and the alpha arbutin into this water. So sorry, into this water I'm going to put the kojic acid and the alpha arbutin in this water, mix them up, and then I put them in the double boiler to dissolve them. Yeah, so I'm going to do that, exactly that. So let me get my measuring spoon over here. And now, like I'm saying, guys, everything I'm using, all the amounts will be put on the screen. On the screen. Yeah, it's showing on camera, right? Yeah, it's clear. So I'm getting a small amount of the kojic acid, And guys, these powders I'm using, the kojic acid and the kojic acid and all these, they can be found from Shc Glutathione. You can see that is 5 grams. I'll put everything down below, guys. Don't worry, the measurements and all that will be down below. And then for the depalmitate, we'll mix with that oil later on. Now we put in the alpha arbutin, again the same amount, because I want to make a cream that can last me for a whole 1 month if possible. Because guys, I don't have the time to be making creams all the time. Honestly, it's just like, and filming that process is honestly takes some time, so I want to avoid doing this as much as possible. And if I can have like a cream lasting for 1 month, the better. So I have the alpha arbutin over here. Let me confirm. Oh no. Oh my god, that is the kojic acid depalmitate. I was about to make a mess. Alpha arbutin over here. So I'm taking a scoop of the alpha arbutin and putting it down there. Okay guys, so a double boiler means basically getting a pot like this and putting water in it. Then you get something else like this glass, which is hard. Then you put it inside the water, just like so. That is okay, what you call double boiling. And what I'm gonna do now, I don't know if you guys can see, let me try to zoom in, is I'm going to continuously stir this one like this until everything has dissolved. And guys, as you can now see, our kojic acid, let me show you guys. You see, it looks like water. It came from being a cloudy substance to now being fully dissolved. It has now been fully dissolved. That is our kojic acid plus alpha arbutin. And they have been fully dissolved. Now, basically once you dissolve everything, guys, it's just now a matter of just mixing up things. So then I have my sweet almond oil over here, and then okay, let me just begin with this glycerin. So I'm going to put in the glycerin inside here. Let me show you guys. There's a glycerin, and guys, I keep on saying, like I've said before, I believe every person, every woman must and should be using glycerin in their lotion. Like guys, it just makes a big difference, because glycerin is what I told you guys is a humectant. Basically means it prevents the loss of moisture from your skin. It makes your skin look hydrated, look moisturized. So for me, glycerin is a must, and I'm using vegetable-based glycerin. So basically just mix up everything like so. Make sure you don't splatter things. As you can see, the lotion has become a little bit watery, but it's the lotion itself, the base cream itself, the Amara, is normally a bit watery, but I don't mind so long as it does its work. So anyway guys, why is that it is. So now we have our kojic acid. Yeah, let me show you guys. You can see that. Let me get the spoon out so I can show you more clearly. You see that guys, it looks like water. The kojic acid and the alpha arbutin have been dissolved to look like this. And I'm gonna put it into my body lotion over here. There it is. Eventually I'm going to mix everything up with a stick blender, but for now I'm just mixing up using a spatula to make sure everything is well mixed up before I go in with the stick blender. And now guys, the kojic acid, I put it first because if you wait for so long before mixing it in here, it will begin to become solid again. It will begin to crystallize, and you begin to see some white things around here. It will begin to crystallize. That is why as soon as you dissolve it in water using the double boiler, as soon as you do that, you have to put it inside, otherwise it will start to form crystals. Yeah, kojic acid misbehaves. And also alpha arbutin. So there you have that one. Now put that one aside. Now over here you have the sweet almond oil, which I had put aside. Now we're going to dissolve a bit of the kojic acid depalmitate. Yeah, here it is in this oil, because like I've told you guys, kojic acid depalmitate dissolves in oil. So just gonna get a bit of it. So now getting the kojic acid depalmitate, and I'm measuring in terms of 10 grams, because like I told you guys, I am following the percentages I have laid out depending on the recipe I'm following, and also want to ensure maximum lightness. And guys, I just remembered right now that I might have forgotten one step which I'll have to redo. I forgot to mix in, and you can see the kojic acid, the kojic acid depalmitate is mixing up very well with the oil. It's dissolving so well in the oil. Just keep on mixing. So I was saying, guys, I forgot one step. Like doing this on camera, guys, is not it's a bit challenging doing it on camera than doing it at home where I'm not having to talk and multitask. But now I'm multitasking and I'm looking at my camera as well to make sure my camera does not just decide to go off any minute, because it does that. So there's a kojic acid depalmitate mixed up with the oil, mixing up very well, and you can see, let me show you guys, there is the consistency, is like that. Let me try to zoom you in. So there it is. So just mix it all up. Now, like I was saying, I forgot to mix in my vitamin C and my glutathione, so I have to get a small container and a small amount of water. In fact, I'm going to use the same glass I use. I get a small amount of distilled water. Oh, by the way, guys, I am using distilled water, so don't get it twisted. Make sure you're using distilled water. So I decided to use another different glass to do that, because I saw that one was already starting to crystallize and look weird. The glass was already starting to have those crystals of the alpha arbutin and the kojic acid. So I'm going to put in just a very tiny small amount of water. Okay guys, so over here I have already measured out my glutathione over here, and the glutathione dissolves in water very easily, so I'm going to put it right there. And then vitamin C. Yes guys, I know it looks like it's a lot, but I'm making a big batch of lotion like I'm telling you guys. So that is vitamin C, and combined with that is vitamin C now combined with glutathione, and just mix them up real good. So just keep on stirring until everything is fully dissolved, because the last thing you want is to have some hard crystals in your to feel some hard crystals on your skin. So stir it up completely until it's fully dissolved. So anyways, I'm waiting for that one. Let me just go ahead and just put on the kojic acid depalmitate over here, which already, as you can see guys, it looks so good. In fact, I wish I could just use it like this as it is. It looks like a serum. No, but basically it looks like it looks like semen, guys. Okay, let's just be honest. It looks like semen. That is how it looks like when it dissolves with oil. So I'm gonna just pour it inside there as well. Make sure I get out each and every single bit of that lightening agent, because we want our skin to be super light and bright. Okay, done with that one. Mix it up real good. Like I'm saying, I'll use a stick blender eventually to mix up everything. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Okay, what is that? Glutathione over here. Mixing up again. And guys, now as you can see, after a lot of continuous stirring, you have just to be very patient guys with stirring. After stirring for a while, you can see now the vitamin C and the glutathione have now become like water. They came from looking like a cloudy substance to now looking like water, as you can see. Yeah, it now basically looks like water. They have fully dissolved in the water. And like I said guys, I forgot to put this one in the first phase, where I was supposed to mix it with the solution that has the alpha arbutin and the kojic acid powder. I should have put the glutathione in there, but anyway. Okay, mistakes attempts happen, because it's my very first DIY guys. So my very first one doing it on camera, that is. Let me just be very clear. On camera, I have done this several times before, offline, and it's much easier. But when you're on camera, things become like 10 times harder, and you're not complaining, guys. So I'm gonna just put this one here into our lotion. Oh, sorry. And just mix it up. In some cases, I'm gonna say the lotion is gonna be too watery, but for me, I actually don't mind my lotion being watery. That means it's gonna last me for a long period of time. And now, guys, we're now ready to do the vitamin E oil. Basically, we are now in the final phase. Like I told you guys, vitamin E oil will prevent the discoloration of the kojic acid of the cream. To prevent the cream from becoming brown because of the kojic acid, we put in that delicious vitamin E. Or you can use the capsules if you have the capsules. Either can work so long as it's vitamin E. Alright, now at this point, guys, I'm going to add in my essential oils. Just a little bit. Let me tell you guys, this already has its own fragrance, so you're gonna be very very like one drop. When I say one drop, I mean like just one drop. I'm just tilting it like this. I don't know if you guys are gonna see that one drop dropping. One drop is one drop, because essential oils are very strong, guys. You just need a small amount. Well, of course you could put more if you wanted to. Like the orange one, let me just put 2. But then again, I don't want a heavy fragrance to my 1, 2, 3. Okay, I don't have a heavy fragrance. That was a mango. Mango I put 3 and orange I put 1. I don't have a very heavy fragrance on my perfume, on my lotion. So now, guys, I'm ready for the stick blender. Let me get it, and now we just blend in everything together. Oh, let me just put in the preservative to finish off everything. A very small amount of preservative, and the preservative I'm using is benzyl alcohol. A very small amount as per my measurements. Ooh, over there. Okay, there it is. Right, that is it was a quarter teaspoon, just a small amount, because the lotion itself already has its own preservative, but I'm just taking extra precautions, guys, because as you can see, this is a big amount of lotion. This is 500 ml if I put it in a bottle. So yeah, I think I'm good to go. Of course, you can always feel free to guys to use melted shea butter if you want to. If you want to make your cream become more thicker and all that. And of course, I forgot to show you guys, I have my glass container where I'm going to put, this is my glass container over here where I'm going to be putting, or you cannot see, I have this glass container over here which I'm going to be using to store the cream. So I have my stick blender already connected, put it on, and it's on the lowest setting for now because I don't want to be washed with cream because it's gonna splatter all over. Okay, I'm gonna put it inside, and I'm just doing this, guys, to make sure everything is well mixed up. A stick blender does a very good job at that. Okay, guys, and I think I'm now happy with as it is, as in everything has been well blended together. If you want to have that yellow color, just go in and put a sprinkle of turmeric and the color will come back, because turmeric also has good skin lightening properties. And guys, basically that's just basically how you do a base lotion. That's basically how you use a base lotion to turn it into a skin lightening cream. Just that easy, guys, and everything is so well blended and it smells so good. I wish you guys were here. Like that's this very yummy, nice, like mango combined with the orange, combined with the cocoa butter. It's just a very beautiful smell. Okay, guys, so now the final step is now putting in this lotion, beautiful lotion, into this container. I'm not sure if you fit in here all of it, but you know what, we're gonna try to fit it all in in here. Let me see if I can show you guys. Just gonna try my best to put all of it. See, it's just nice and smooth and creamy and yummy and all those things. Let me hold it firmly before I pour out everything. Oh yeah, it fitted in nicely. Oh yes. Okay, let me scoop out everything. So as I'm saying, guys, I always like to put my lotions in a container like this one, and by this container is an airtight container. As you can see, this rim right here, it locks it up completely. So you can always get a pump bottle like this one if you want to, a pump like this or like this one, but even this one just works well. I like putting mine in a glass container like I'm saying, like this one, or something which is transparent, where I can easily see where I can easily now see the what am I saying, where I can easily see if it's changing its color or if anything is happening. It's always good. And guys, I've made this video to be longer than it should be. There is your base lotion, your active skin lightening base lotion. This is gonna last me for almost a good 1 month. So if you guys ask me what I'm using, I always tell you it's this one. And the face cream video is coming up shortly. So if you wanna see more DIYs from me, make sure you subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up. And guys, definitely try this one from home at home. Try and make yourself a nice milky formula like this one, and let me know how it goes. But if you're making it from home, guys, I recommend you make something that will last you for 2 weeks, because you so can able to change your formulas. But for me, I'm just doing this because I know I won't have the time to do this one again in a short time. Then my schedule is set up. But basically, guys, that's it. Too much rambling and talking. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, see ya.